This week, you're being asked to examine your payoffs and remaining stuck. You'll explore how you curtail your own possibilities by placing limits on the good you can receive.
I was a little busy last week and there are 2 tasks and also my artist date that I ended up pushing off. I'm supposed to find a section of my house that I can make, I guess, like very safe for myself to rest in. So I think I'm gonna convert this back area. Also, the other assignment that I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to go and look through my wardrobe and find, as she calls it, a low self-worth outfit. I think I'm gonna put a little lamp over here so that I can use it at nighttime too. I think the fact that it's just so teeny tiny and so darling, it makes me smile every single time I see it. Yeah, heavy. Recently I've also gotten in some new children's books because my friends are making them. Let me show you a piece from every book that I absolutely adore. This one, this one is my favorite spread. I think this is my favorite spread in this one. Look at that neon orange. This one. Ooh, this spread. Absolute favorite, 10 out of 10. This one's from my friend that she just made. This is her second book. I like the ramen aisle, it's so funny. This spread. This page is really nice. Yay! And then I'm gonna put this on top. What makes things cozier than a blanket? So the first one is this kind of like silkish dress that I first bought when I started making adult money and I started working a full-time job. I think I keep holding on to it because it was considered like very expensive for me back then to purchase this, and I thought that this was kind of like me starting to dress a little bit more adult. I just never wear it. I chose this little sweater. I am like very insecure about how, I guess, like underweight I look. The first thing people would say to me when they see me is like about my appearance and how unhealthy I look. It emphasizes that thinness for me in a negative way. Letting it go.
Sorts, we'll pay 20 for that. So much. I couldn't find you anywhere. No.
So according to me and all the Pinterest photos that I found, this is apparently what I want my life to look like. It looks so beautiful. I'm getting ready for a date. I'm going on a date. And if you're wondering who the mystery person is, it's me. I'm going on a date with myself. Thought I would do a little bit of like a feminine girly moment today. The plan is I want to go vintage window shopping and take a lot of photos, and then I want to go to a cafe and then doodle them. These are honestly like literally the cutest earrings that I own. I also got these from that antique mall. Vintage shopping makes me sleepy. I think I spent almost 2 hours in there, and that's considered short. I think there was one time I spent 3 hours in an antique mall, and I think I got a good amount of photos from my sketchbook. I would like to thank Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Whether you're starting a portfolio to showcase your art, your photography, your writing, or starting a business to sell your merch, your vintage goods, your handmade purses or ceramics, or whatever you can think of, Squarespace is the all-in-one platform for you to do that. You're able to find your own domain as well as curate a website using their beautifully designed and easy to use templates. And once you start running your business, you can also track all the analytics like revenue, conversion rates, traffic source, and so much more. I've been using Squarespace since I started my business, and I can confidently say that it's still one of my favorite platforms. If you're interested, go to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, you can use my code AppleCheeks for 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. The more I read this book and the more that I do the assignments, I'm realizing that I think I'm an assignment type of person. Like the closest thing that I can relate this to, it felt like Animal Crossing. You know how there's like all these like different steps and different tasks that you're supposed to fulfill in order to move on to the next step. And it just felt like I was completing one after the other, and there was like a course of action. And now I'm kind of done with like setting it up. I mean, obviously there's more to do. Like there's more you have to do to maintain it and to make it pretty and to make it grow bigger or whatever you want. But it's like the initial stages have been set up. And now I'm in that period of like, okay, what do I do now? Like there's no more instruction, and everything from here on out is like up to me to decide on how I want it to go. So yeah, it just feels like I finished the first section of Animal Crossing, and I don't like that feeling because I stopped playing Animal Crossing maybe a few months after I reached that point because I had no idea what I wanted to do next. I just feel like I'm bobbing around life without direction right now. Every week, at the end of the week, you're supposed to do like a little check-in with yourself, and I've just been doing it on Saturdays. Number 1, how many days this week did you do your morning pages? Have you discovered the page and the half-truth point yet? So I have been journaling every single day since I started it, and I am actually very much liking them. I feel like I started liking them after the first week of doing it. Like it got a little easier over time. I usually spend like the first page just talking about my day, and then the truth comes out. Number 2, did you do your artist date this week? Have you had the experience of hearing answers during this leisure time? Have you taken any artist date yet that really felt adventurous? And I wrote that I went to the vintage mall and then I went to a cafe afterwards to draw. I feel like because I do these things kind of on my own already, I feel like the impact is lower. The answers that I find, it's a lot of like finding out my anxieties and their limits of like how much I can take in an artist date. I feel like I want to start gearing my artist dates more towards like things that kind of push that boundary of I want to do it but I have so much guilt and shame for doing it, but I know that it's not gonna hurt anyone. Number 3, did you experience any synchronicity this week? What was it? One of the points of synchronicity is that there's this apple jar that I've been admiring that Lee Alexan has bought, and when I went vintage shopping I found an apple jar and I was like, this kind of looks like Lee's jar, so I sent it to her and then she texted me back saying that that was the exact same jar, and I just thought that was like a little like synchronicity point. Number 4, were there any other issues this week that you consider significant to your recovery? I feel like I need to stop thinking about how people react to the decisions I make. I tend to overthink, or I will assume that this is how they are feeling about my decision, and also like if they are reacting that way, it's not anything that I can control. So yeah, that's what a check-in looks like.
Can you be my human tripod?
Thank you. I can't believe there's people that are by the pool when it's like 111 degrees outside right now.
Sometimes you just feel a little meh, a little hopeless.
Hello, it's Friday. I feel like the past week, especially on Wednesday, I kind of felt like I regressed back into a very negative headspace, and I just was feeling the heaviness, and I kind of started freaking out because I was like putting so much energy and attention to bettering myself and like the growth and everything, and then like going backwards just felt kind of like a shock. But I know that like growth and healing isn't linear, and I know that, but I think like part of me was just a little bit surprised that it happened. I think part of me just felt like I was giving a lot of myself up for other people, and whether or not they had expectations for me or they wanted something from me, I was carrying that burden without them even expressing that. Today I'm gonna just do like an entire artist date. The whole day is just gonna be focused on self-care, doing things that I want to do, making myself feel good again. I think one thing I want to get better at is how accessible I am. I sometimes forget that I need time away from people and to just recharge, and it's not anything against other people, but it's more so I like without that time to recharge, I think I become very spiteful, and then I become a version of myself that's not too pretty. But yeah, with all that being said, I'm gonna mute my phone because I cannot take it anymore. I need this day to myself, and I do not want to pick up anyone's calls or anyone's notifications today. This tree sheds like crazy.
别，冰都没有冰，用我们班上的龅牙给了我4张招待券。
cute cupcake tins so that I can make this banana bread in it. That's one of the assignments, is to bake something, so I'm gonna do that. And then I also got these little like metallic silver beads. I saw these and it reminded me of when I would just go into like Asian restaurants and they would just give me one of these, or like whenever my mom got one for free, she would save it for me. So look at it, it's so cute. I just realized that these are not cupcake liners. These are lunch cups. I guess that you make lunch boxes of cute in. But I already put them in the... I just woke up from a nap. I recently replaced my stolen backpack with this one. I'm very into like gorpcore style these days, like very masculine, but also this looks a little too like full-on masculine for me, so I want to make it a little bit more feminine. So I bought some like lace cute little beads. I feel like I explained this vision to people and they don't understand it, but like in my head it's just like screaming so clearly of like girly versus masculine.
And then push this back through the back.
Okay, I'm finally done decorating the bag. My favorite part is like all these little like metallic beads all around, and like the clicking sound when I'm walking is so satisfying. And then I put one on the front. Yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. I like it. Take two. You know, they're a little burnt, but they don't look too bad. You know, I kind of like it burnt. Very crunchy.
Dessa fantasia foi sentimento e a fotografia.
Huh? Yeah?
Tudo que ficou foi uma poesia.
I'm gonna be working on the clearing portion of the homework for this week. So one of them is to get rid of 5 ratty pieces of clothing, and another one is to change up your home space somehow. I just did a closet clean out, but even then I still felt like after I did it and after I edited the video, I feel like there's more that I don't wear and they are just kind of taking up space when someone else could be wearing them. I got some organizers because I tend to create a lot of dust and I do not want to have to, like, you know, have dusty sweaters when winter rolls around, so... Whoa. I'm gonna get rid of this. This as well. I've had this one since high school and it's literally like see-through now. You know, I'll also get rid of this. This one I got in middle school. I think I'll get rid of this one as well. Wow! And that's 5 pieces. This is what the area is looking like. It's not the most aesthetic. I think it'll be good to look out the window instead of at like all the art on my walls and all the clutter. I think it would clear my mind a little bit more.